Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel here, and I'm here at the 80 Ford. I'll just go inside here and show you what I've been doing. Well, as you see, the steering column was up there and now it's down here. So basically, I took the ignition switch out. I don't have it here with me right at the moment to show you guys what it looks like, but you have to take the steering column down, and there's a little black plug back there. See if I can touch it. Right there with the little yellow wire on it. It unclips, two clips there. And you unbolt the bolt there. See that? And another bolt in there. And that's how you do it. And you get that down, you unclip that. Try to unclip it from this little, see this steel, which when you turn the ignition, it moves, which it's in ignition lock right now, so I can't do that. So basically what happened was you would turn the key ahead, and it's like a light switch. Each time when you would turn that ahead, it would put power to that ignition switch, so your all the way back would be off. One slot ahead would be your accessories, like your radio, dash, lights, anything that has power, your air conditioning or heater, all that would come on. And then all the way ahead just before start would be like a starting position. Then you would turn it ahead. Oh yeah, all the way ahead would be where your door buzzer would come on, and then all the way, and then if you go more, then that fires up your starter, which will start your vehicle, which is that starter ignition is or starter switch is very important because it tells your vehicle to start, basically. So that was, we think that's what's wrong. One of my dad's friends said that's what he thinks. It could be that. I thought it was the ignition cylinder, but when you turn it, it's not all loose and weird. Like, it seems like it's all right. But yeah, guys, if it's not the starter switch, then it has to be the ignition. Could be solenoid. But the worst part is that we have to do is elimination. And I'm scared that it's going to be that starter, because if it's pretty bad if it is a starter, because the starter, it's like a little circle cylinder, and then there's a gear on the end. Now when you turn your key ahead, and you go into start position, it starts running over, the little gear shoots out, like it pokes out, and then hits on the flywheel and turns over your engine. I'm thinking, what happens if that gear on the starter isn't retracting like it's supposed to? Could be a faulty starter from the beginning of manufacturing, you know? Also, but we're going to figure that out at 5 o'clock. I'll be getting it and putting it on. Hopefully, it should be in today. And, yeah, the new one should be in. And I took one off of the old, well, I don't know if you can see it from here. No, you can't. But the old truck all back, it was I think this truck's actually an 81, by the way. I'm not sure. I don't have an ownership thing for it right now. But pretty sure this is an 81. I thought it was an 80, but it's an 81, I'm pretty sure. The Ford decided to change their switch, ignition switch. So the one out back, the truck out back's a long box. This is a stepside, as you can see. And I think the one out back's a long box. Standard truck. It's just a regular plain Jane truck, really. But starter ignition is it's smaller, which I don't know if this makes a difference, but this truck is an F-150. The one out back is a F-100 custom. Well, this is an F-150 custom. One out back is a F-100 custom. I don't know if that makes a difference, because I know F-150 means it's bigger, so maybe the parts are bigger, which the starter and ignition switch, whatever you want to call it, is bigger on this truck. One out back smaller. But anyways, we're ordering one, so hopefully it comes in, hopefully it works. But if not, it has to be the ignition. Could be a solenoid or it could be a starter. We're just doing elimination right now. Also, I want to point out another thing. If you guys have the same truck as me, maybe you have a truck that's a 96 from the 90s, 80s, hell, maybe even the 60s or 70s, whatever. On the drive, where there's a little tick. It's usually yellow on Fords. Might be different for you on Chevy. I think Chevy might be orange. It's a little tick that shows you what gear you're in. Now, I'll show you. See how that moves? That little yellow thing? Well, when I put the steering column down, it goes all the way into 1. But if I put the steering column all the way back where it's supposed to go, it goes into park. Now I'm going to show you how to adjust your needle. There's a little, when you take your steering column down, there's a little wire, white wire here. Yours might be the same, I don't know. There is now a green, this white wire covers up the green wire, that when you move this either up or down, the yellow thing moves. Then that wire wraps around all these column and up into here and comes up to here. Now, now they got it tied around this little screw here. See that? It's tied around there. Yeah. If it does not, because when you move your gear shifter, when you move this up or down, it moves the wire, up or down, right? Whatever gear you're going in. You may need to shorten the length of your string if it's not accurate. I know mine wasn't. Sometimes the needle breaks somehow, I'm pretty sure. It connects up in there. Somehow it just doesn't always work. But yeah. Also, door handle. Still haven't replaced it yet. I'm going to do that today. I'll show you what I mean. That the door handles are the same as the ones on the 67. So we'll go over there and I will show you what they look like. So here is the 67 Ford I was talking about. It's a 67 Ford Ranger. I think it's an F-100 camper special. Camper special means that they had the bigger mirrors and they had a toolbox on the side of the box, and they also had these little kind of like things here where the camper would go on top, I'm pretty sure, or a tarp. That was this thing they had. And this was a long box long box Ford. As you can see, it's pretty long, and it also has a big block under the hood. I think it's a 390 or something. I think I'm wrong on that, but I know it's a big block. She's a big boy. And these are not the original mirrors. These are off of a Chevy, I'm pretty sure my dad said. But as you can see, the original mirrors were the big boys because there's holes here for the original mirror. Plus, I think they might have rigged that up there. But if you look up here, okay, there ain't a hole, but I think they would go up in here. There's 2 holes here. But the door works mint. This ain't the original color. I painted this. It looks a little cheesy, but I tried. But when you open up the door, this is the original color. I don't know why they painted over the tag, but they did. I think that's the original color, yeah. Which I really like that, actually. Nice dark deep blue. And the interior, which is also a nice dark deep blue. This was a very nice truck for '67 because they had a radio. You had your ashtray, of course. You know, it was just a really nice truck, really. That was on there, which this is really unique. I don't know if someone painted that on or if Ford had that design, but that is really unique for this truck, I think. I've seen tons of '67 Fords, but I've never seen that kind of like design. Like, I don't know if that's hand painted or some, you know, it's just really unique, really. It's really nice, really, and that works good. Dash is in pretty great shape, really. There's really only one big crack there, but little one there starting. It's just the sun just wrecks the thing. So there is the window crank there, and window crank here. This is the window crank that I am talking about. They are the exact same, but the rubber is black, which I like these better, really. I wish 1980 they would have frickin' done that, but what are you gonna do? This truck is really nice. I really do like this truck. It's too bad there's a rust hole there, but the clutch works great. Like, that is just great. There's no brakes. That's another thing. Before, I thought the pedal was disconnected here, which it's actually broke. But now, when I press it, I can actually hear brake fluid. Hear that? I think that's a line. The line might have popped. Gas pedal works great. There's a rock in here. I don't know why. There's a breather there, but that is that. So yeah, somebody bummed repaired this. That's terrible. It requires a star screwdriver, so we'll take it off the driver's side. But because the driver's side is in better shape. But we'll take the passenger side off as well. Put the passenger side on this side so you can roll down the window. And well, this was another thing I thought was cool. This '67 Ford steering wheel is a big boy. Like, she's a big steering wheel, which is better than the one that is on my '80 because it is a off an '87. The one that is on my truck, it's off an '87. My truck's an '81, so that's incorrect. It's supposed to be like this because my friend, or my uncle, he had a '83, which was his father's, had a steering wheel like this in an '83. Mine's an 81, so mine should actually have the exact same as his. The steering wheels did not go smaller until 87, I believe. 87, 86, maybe even 85, but it's hard to say. And they had these since the 67 had them. I don't know if the older trucks had. I think 65 was kind of looked like a Chevy C10 my dad had. I don't know if you know what they look like, but they look like a Chevy C10. But the steering wheel was smaller, or not smaller. They just didn't have this design. 50s, you know, of course that would be different. But they had these since the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and then around 87 different. So we'll get a star screwdriver, take this off, take that one off, take that one off passenger side, put it on the driver's side, take this one and put it on my truck for the passenger side. And then I got an old rusty one that came off of an 1980 Ford Outback, which I will put on the passenger side just because it's nice to have everything complete. The other truck out back, though, doesn't have to be complete because it does not run, and it's a parts truck. This truck runs and is complete. The only thing that is not complete on it is that the tailgate is not original. It's a different one. It does not fit properly, and I think one of the tires isn't original. Like, the rim is off of a Chevy. And those mirrors ain't original, but we have the original mirrors, and it's missing, I think, 1 or 2 pieces of chrome. Because there's 2 chromes on the box. One that says Ranger, and I'm missing one of them. And really, I'm not missing anything else other than that, really. So anyways, I'll pause the video here, get a star screwdriver, get those door handles off, get them on this truck. Well, I've got the star screwdriver here. So let's get this window crank off, guys. And the window's rolling down. I have to hold that. So I'll just pause. Well, got the first screw out here. Come on. It's got that plastic stuff on, a little hard to get off. Okay, she came off. This window works so fucking great that I don't even need, oh, well, I thought I did, but I was gonna say that I didn't even need that, but I don't know what this paper is, but we'll keep it with it. The amazing thing about that old 80 Outback, nobody has tampered with it. What I mean by that is that those window cranks have never been off since factory, since they made that truck in the factory. My dad's dad, which is my grandpa, bought that truck brand new off the showroom, and nobody's ever tampered with it. I mean, yes, people have taken parts off of it, but everything on there's pretty well been on there since factory, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna pause video and we'll get the door handles off the 80 and or 67 and put them on the 80. Okay, so I got the almost at the truck now. Just walking up to it. I really just wanted to show you guys, you know, the progress of the truck and some of our vehicles that we have, and I'm proud of them. And it's taught me something. It's taught me to, when you have a vehicle, even if it don't run, you should keep it, because it could always be used as a parts vehicle. But even these new vehicles, you can do that too. And as I'm getting into this, I'm saying this because my dad is getting rid of, trying to get this off here, a 1990, I think it's a 98 or 99 Toyota Sierra van. And, yeah, there's some weird bug in here. I'm just gonna step outside. I don't really want to get stung. Looks like it has a stinger on it. It's like a weird waft. Just look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you just never know what you're gonna find out here. So I'm gonna put down the camera. I got that off. Now, I gotta go around back because I don't really want to get stung by that bee. So I'm gonna go around out back and open passenger side door here. I decided to paint that back black too. I thought that looked pretty good. But see, this is what I mean by when I said that I was missing a Ranger clip. So there's a Ranger chrome clip back here and the other one's missing. Not a big deal. She's just an old truck. And what I meant by toolbox is that's the toolbox down there. This was a camper special, so they had that add-on, which is, you know, fairly cool in my opinion. I rolled down this window. I didn't roll back up, I don't think. Could rain today too. So if I can just get this door open here. I need to use my other hand. She's a little, see that? It shuts, but it needs a little help lifting up on it. It's gotta be fixed. Old age. Get this door handle clip off here. And I'm gonna pause. So I got that door handle off there, which will be going on that side. The one thing I like about these older trucks, to get a damn door handle off of a 90s truck or 2000s, you'd have to take the damn door panel off. This, they did a nice little flat metal groove. It looks beautiful. No door panels or nothing. Just a nice little simple design. One screw to get the damn thing out. It's easy. No, these other trucks, they got door panels and shit. Now my 80, that's when they started out with the door panels. But they made it, it's not that hard to get off because it really just clips in through the, it clips on here. Which, that ain't hard to get off. It's these other trucks from the 90s are just, they got like fucking 20 screws holding the damn door panel on. Same with these fenders. I gotta actually roll up this window actually before I take that off. Hopefully I can roll it up without putting the screw back in. I don't really want to put that screw back in, to be honest, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna pause. Also, I want to shout out, say you don't have a door handle, right? Which in that case I didn't have one for a bit in my 60 or 80. I didn't have one until I got this truck going here, and I was looking at them like, hey, they look the same, right? Well, what you can do, mosquito on my finger, that fucking hurt. What you can do is you can put vice grips on here and turn it, and it works great. It actually, in a way, works better than a door handle sometimes because, or a window crank, I mean, because you get better leverage. And the more leverage you have, the easier it is to roll up and down windows. So I'm going to pause the video here and get this other door handle on, and we'll see how it looks. Okay. Sorry about that. Passenger side window crank is engaged. It is on. Now we'll hop over on the seat here and get this rusty one on. So I'll put this mine for the 80, which is in mint condition, pretty well on the dash there. And the seat's actually in pretty good shape until you get the driver's side. Oh no, I almost lost my screw. That wouldn't be good, would it? I don't know why that plastic piece there is being a bitch. Okay, now we just screw it in. Okay, so got a 1980s door window crank on a 67 Ford, so that works, and it rolls up and down, so that's good. It's not too bad on the hand, actually, but I want matching, so it's not bad. So that's all good. So now I'm going to take my window crank, go to the passenger side on the 81 or 80, whatever it is, and put it on. Mint. Well, got it on, just got to screw it on, just like before in the 67. And I really hope this actually helps you guys out, because I figured this out on my own, really, and it's great that Ford parts can be interchangeable for multiple years. So that's on there, nice and tight, and let's test it out. Oh my god, look how beautiful that works. Just look at that. You don't even need a freaking hand to help it up. And look at that. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't know if that wasn't tight enough or the gear stripping. I'll be back. Okay guys, there's no worries on what was wrong with that. It was just, it wasn't tight enough. But it's working great. I'm just gonna try it one more time. Please don't do that again. Oh yeah, it's working good. One thing, I think this rubber's really loose. Might be a way to tighten it up. Oh, check this out, guys. If you turn it that way, it tightens up. Sort of. If you hold this, there's a little button on the back, and you just hold it. Yeah, tightens out. Okay. So I'll remember that. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Like and subscribe if you want to. And I'll let you know if that ignition switch works. Window crank off 67 works great. See you guys in the next one.